Before you spend your hard-earned money on this thing, stop right there. I have literally spent hours deep diving into the factory spec sheet, analyzing the raw technical data, and curating the main flaws reported by real buyers, all so you don't have to. You aren't going to see some glossy, highly edited physical unboxing here. Instead, we are giving you the pure, unfiltered technical verdict. By completely stripping away the marketing fluff and focusing entirely on the hard data and the actual specifications, we're going to get right to the truth of what this device actually delivers.
Welcome to Tech Verdict Central. This is the explainer that chews through the specs and does all the heavy lifting of research so you can buy better, smarter, and absolutely without regrets. We genuinely believe that understanding a product shouldn't require you to decipher some 50-page manual or sift through a bunch of heavily sponsored hype. We do the objective analysis for you. And hey, to make your life a little easier, if you already want to secure the lowest price from a reliable seller, the official safe link is right down in the description. All right, let's get straight to the technical data of the JBL Tune 510BT.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The absolute, undisputed hero spec of the JBL Tune 510BT is 40. Yep, the manufacturer claims up to 40 hours of battery life on a single charge. Now, based on real-world tests at typical listening volumes, this isn't just some best-case scenario laboratory pipe dream. It actually holds up. For the average user, this fundamentally eliminates that nagging need for daily charging. You're literally looking at several days or maybe even a full work week of audio playback before you ever need to reach for a cable. It just completely shifts your relationship with the device, especially compared to lower capacity alternatives that constantly leave you with battery anxiety. Looking at the broader spec sheet, the core technical characteristics prioritize daily function over bloated features. You're getting a foldable design for transport, a built-in mic, and seamless cross-platform compatibility. So, whether you're deep in the iOS ecosystem or you're diehard Android loyalist, the Bluetooth handshake just works. Add in the lightweight, durable plastic construction, and it's a spec sheet that confidently targets users who value straightforward functionality rather than paying a massive premium for unnecessary bells and whistles. Now look. While these foundational specs look pretty great on paper, we need to be incredibly careful before making a final judgment. There's a critical point coming up in a bit that could completely change your buying decision, especially if you plan on using these in certain environments. But before we get to that honest limitation, let's talk about how the physical data translates to actual everyday use. The physical footprint of this device is highly optimized. The structural design features these mechanical foldable joints, allowing the ear cups to just collapse inward. In the real world, this means the headphones easily pack down into a crammed gym bag or carry-on luggage without feeling like they're just gonna snap in half. Furthermore, the combination of a robust plastic build and comfortable soft ear cushions directly addresses the genuine pain points of on-the-go audio. The materials are specifically selected to resist everyday drops and daily wear and tear without feeling overly fragile, proving that budget-friendly construction definitely doesn't automatically mean low durability. Beyond just physical durability, the spec sheet reveals a really surprising victory in a usually neglected area: the built-in microphone. Often, in this budget tier, the mic is an absolute afterthought, giving you those muffled, robotic-sounding calls. However, analyzing the performance data shows surprisingly clear call quality for its price point. It reliably handles hands-free calls during daily commutes, neighborhood walks, and even those extended home office sessions. It basically elevates the device from just being a pair of headphones to a genuinely functional communication tool for everyday tasks. So the battery is stellar, the portability is functional, and the mic works well. But what is the spec sheet hiding? As an explainer grounded in objective data, we don't just hype up the pros here. It is time to pivot and look at the critical, honest limitations of this device. Because if you're going to swipe your credit card, you need to know exactly what you are compromising on at this price point. Let's fulfill that promise and talk about the audio performance data. What I liked most when analyzing this product was its absolute dependability for everyday audio. However, the clear limitation is the sonic profile itself. There is a stark contrast between perfectly adequate sound for a casual listener and premium audiophile quality. The Tune 510BT simply lacks the high-end detail, the pristine vocal clarity, and the deep, resonant bass response that audiophiles demand. Basically, if your ears trained to pick out individual instrument stems and a lossless audiophile, the technical output of these drivers will definitely leave you wanting more. But here is that specific detail I teased earlier that you absolutely must consider. It's the isolation paradox. The physical design of these headphones provides what we call passive noise isolation, meaning the over-ear fit naturally blocks some sound simply by covering your ears. The problem? Well, this physical barrier limits your situational awareness, making them potentially unsuitable for navigating busy streets or public transportation where you really need to hear your surroundings to be safe.
Yet, paradoxically, there is a complete absence of active noise cancellation, or ANC. So, while your situational awareness is muffled, loud, persistent background noises, like a subway train or an airplane engine, will still bleed freely right through the plastic casing and interrupt your audio. So, who is this actually for? Let's break down the data for our final verdict. If you are a commuter seeking basic audio, a fitness enthusiast wanting a durable gym pair, or a casual listener who prioritizes a 40-hour battery life and cross-platform reliability over perfect studio-grade sound, this is an incredibly honest, dependable value. For you, it's absolutely worth the budget-friendly price. However, if your buyer profile falls into the audiophile category, or if your daily environment strictly demands active noise cancellation to drown out the world, this specific model is going to be a frustrating waste of your money, and you really shouldn't buy it. Ultimately, it all comes down to this one question. Does this spec sheet match your realistic everyday expectations? The JBL Tune 510BT is basically a masterclass in compromise. It sacrifices premium audio fidelity and high-end noise cancellation to deliver an absolute tank of a battery, highly functional portability, and solid call quality at a fraction of the cost of flagship models. Now, if the specs of this product make sense for your specific daily needs, remember that the safe, discounted link straight from Amazon is waiting for you down below in the description and the pinned comment. Happy shopping, stay focused on the data, and we will see you in the next explainer.